Hey everyone, you haven't seen me in forever, and I'm sorry about that. Sort of. Well, kind of, I guess. Because my life's been really busy lately, and that's like my reasoning, but it's a good reason because I got a job recently. Well, not recently, 2 months ago. But I got a job at a coffee shop, and I have been busy ever since. Like, literally, like, my weeks are coffee now. My whole body smells of coffee beans forever. Okay, so yeah, but I still haven't fixed my camera. I still haven't gotten a new camera or anything. I will when I save up the money for it. I can basically, technically, I could buy one on Friday, but I want to save my money so I can get a car eventually. So eventually, I'll lead up to a camera. But for now, I'm just gonna use the webcam. Sorry for the quality and if my voice is all scratchy or anything, but that's what I got to work with right now. So, a little update before I get into the meat of this video. I want to show you my Christmas present because it's like the only Christmas present I got, but that's okay because it's awesome and it's this right here. I got a Nook color, so that's pretty cool. I haven't been able to use it yet because I don't have a bank card or a credit card. I don't use a credit card, but like a debit card or anything. I usually just cash my checks in cash because I don't know why. I guess my parents don't like banks, and I've learned to not like banks that much. That's kind of stupid, I guess, but I don't know. I'm weird. But so I got a Nook color. I haven't been able to use it yet, so I want to use it soon. Eventually, probably this paycheck, I'm going to get a bank card at Walmart or something and buy some books on it. And also another update, you can't see, but the like fourth shelf of my bookshelf just broke because it was way too heavy. So I'm kind of glad I got a Nook because now I'm going to try to buy Nook books. I obviously still love books. I love, love, love books. I love holding them and smelling them and reading them. But this is just a problem back here. It's a problem. And I just need to stop buying books because I have like 80% of my bookshelf I haven't read yet. So I'd rather have that 80% of my books on this little thing than behind me in my room. So, I mean, it's pretty. I love looking at books. I love books. I love the smell and the feel and just being with the book. But I want to get Nook books now, I guess. So it's a new thing. It's still books. It's still reading. It's still the same. And oh my god, it's been 3 minutes. I gotta get into this dang video. Holy crap. Okay, so this is... oh my gosh. This is going to be my favorite books of 2013. And I have some honorable mentions to get started with because they're technically not books. Well, they are. They're books, but it's a short story in the Oscar Wilde collection, Picture of Dorian Gray and Other Stories. I read The Happy Prince in this book. People, please, for the love of God, read The Happy Prince by Oscar Wilde. It is the most touching, beautiful story I've ever read in my entire life. Like, short story, classic short story. I love it to death. It made me cry. It was like 10 pages long and it made me cry. I love it. It's basically about a little prince who is a gold statue. And a bird lands on his head and the statue talks to him and says, I am really saddened by all the people in this town. And he helps them by giving him pieces of himself to the people to help them. Poor, needy, sick people, that sort of thing. And it is the most touching, beautiful story I've ever read in my life. I love it to death. So, besides being like the most beautiful book in the world, because it's a Barnes & Noble Leatherbound Classics version, you need to get this. It's so, so beautiful and lovely. And hi, what? Yeah. This is the reason I don't do webcam videos at night. Sorry, I can't edit that out. But yeah, other honorable mention. I'm just gonna go this fast because now my parents are like, "Oh, be quiet." Anyway, Sir William Shakespeare. Anyway, sorry. Of course, I love Shakespeare. We read King Lear this semester in my literature class, and we also read his some of his sonnets, and they were beautiful. So that's another honorable mention. And that's all I'm going to say about that, because it's brilliant. Now on to the actual list. I think there's one I forgot, because I can't find it. Oh yeah, there's one I forgot. I can't find. It's by Hannah Moskowitz. Invincible Summer. I love that book. I can't find it for some reason. It's somewhere in my room. My room is a mess, so I can't find it. But that's on my list, of course. I love it to death. It was a beautiful, beautiful novel, touching. I love the characters so much. I cried. Hannah Moskowitz just knows how to tear your heart out and put it in a blender. It's beautiful. So my other, starting on the list that I have Jenny Han's Summer series, which I really, really liked. I haven't read this one. This is the last book, but I will probably read it this summer because it's a better book to read in the summer. And they were just beautiful. I love them. It kind of does have a love triangle, but it's like a love triangle I don't mind, I guess, because I like both guys. It's weird. So I like it though, and it has a really big twist at the end of the first book that made me cry. So I loved it. It was great. Great summer reads. The next one is Gone, Gone, Gone by Hannah Moskowitz. And I like Invincible Summer more. That's Invincible Summer. But I really, really like this one. And it's kind of funny. It still has the boarding passes from Detroit. And I keep it on the page that I stopped at in Detroit on the plane when I went to meet Britt in 2012 because it's memories, and I love Britt, and she's like one of my best friends. So I totally did not talk about the book there, but I don't care. But this book was brilliant. It was about two boys that fall in love in the most odd, unexpected way, I guess. It's a really, really good story. It's told through their dual perspective. It's about Leo and Craig, and they're just beautiful. I didn't love it as much as the other book by Hannah Moskowitz that I read, but I still really, really enjoyed it. I really liked, I think, I liked them both, but I think Leo is the one that I liked more. I don't remember. It's the one with the crazy hair that like dyes his hair every color. But I like him best, I think. But they're both good. Takes place the year after 9/11, and there's a sniper shootings going around town, in DC. So it's really good. I liked it a lot. The next book I got, I'm sorry I'm really quiet, but my parents need to sleep. Um, I needed to make a video. But the summer, Something Strange and Deadly by Susan Dennard is the next one on my list. And I love this book. I'm so glad I read it. I'm so glad Melissa pushed this book on me so much. Even though I bought it the year it came out, and the day it came out, basically. And I bought her other book the day it came out because it comes out 2 days before my birthday, so that's kind of nice. But it's about zombies and not dystopian, but what is the word? Steampunk aspects, and the main character is brilliant, and I love it so much. Aim for the knees. That's all you have to know about this book. Aim for the knees. It's amazing. The next book I got that I love is that just fell on the ground. Is David Levithan's Every Day. This book was so brilliant. Oh my gosh. It was like the first book in the year that I was like, okay, this is the most emotional thing I've ever read in my life. I'm crying every chapter. Oh my god. It's so brilliant. I loved it to death. It's about a boy who is nameless, I think. Hold on. Yeah, he's nameless, right? Is that right? Oh gosh, I wish I knew. Oh wait, no, his name's A. Sorry. It's a weird name, but it's like a I don't know what the word is. I'm a literature nerd, and I don't know what the word is. But he has a name named A, and that's what it is. I shouldn't call him because he switches bodies every single day. So sometimes he's a girl, sometimes he's a boy. I think he becomes a transgender at one point. Yeah, he does. And I loved it. So brilliant. David Levithan, brilliant man. I love him to death. Okay, the next book I got that I love to death, number 4 on my list, is The God Box by Alex Sanchez. The best way to describe this book is to listen to a song that I love. Listen to Not Gonna Die by Skillet. That's basically what this book is. And it is so beautiful. Every time I listen to that song, I think of Paul and Manuel. Every time. And I love them to death. They're just such a beautiful couple. It's about two boys that go to a Christian school, a Bible school, and they live in a small town, and Paul is having he's questioning his sexuality and of course his spirituality as well, because he thinks that you can't have both in your life if you want to be gay. So, and then Manuel kind of teaches him otherwise, and it's so beautiful. It's the best story I've ever read. Like, well, not the best LGBT story, but best LGBT story I've read this year. It's beautiful, lovely. I love it so much. You need to read it. It's so good. The message in this book alone is the best message I've read in my entire life, pretty much, almost. Well, one of them at least. It's so brilliant. And thank you, Melissa, by the way, for getting this for me. Actually, you didn't buy me. Well, it's your copy, and you bought a new copy, so. And I still have the note because I will always treasure and keep this note, even though it's upside down, because I'm so classy like that. I'm so awesome at that, and I can't edit at all. So, yeah, thank you, Melissa, for sending me this for my birthday, I think, or maybe it was Christmas last year. For sending me this, at least. I loved it. I love it, and I love you, Melissa. And your video actually kind of inspired this one, so it's totally, you know, I can't even think of the word. I did this on the fly, so yeah. Anyway, the next book I got is Smoke by Ellen Hopkins, the best book I've read by her in so long, which is basically a year because Tilt was amazing. But she always never lets me down. That's such a double negative, isn't it? Or a negative, I guess. She always never lets me down. Anyway, she never lets me down. She's just a beautiful, beautiful author. And this book just really hit home with me on so many levels, and it's so good. I actually love Patton's sister. I can't remember her name off the top of my head. I'm so sorry. But her story was this is about her story, and even though Patton has her ending, of course, as well, this is more so about Jackie. Sorry, Jackie is her name, and yeah, it's beautiful and dark, so dark and disturbing, but so brilliant because Ellen Hopkins just knows how to make dark things so well. Just write it so well, and I love it to death. Just love it. The next book on my list is The Truth About Forever by Sarah Dessen. I still have not reread this book, but I flip through it often, and every time I flip through it, I just love it again and again. It's so good. I gotta stop. Okay, I love it so much, and I need to reread it. It's my favorite Sarah Dessen book, and I'm glad I read this first because it proves how good an author she can be. I have read other books by her that I didn't like as much, like That Summer. I did love This Lullaby, but not as much. But this one's my favorite, definitely. I love Will. I love every character in this book. Macy and, oh god, Dahlia? Is that her name? Yes, Dahlia, of course. Carolyn is her sister, and then there's the other girl, Monica, and just so many great characters in this book. And I'm not even mentioning my favorite one, which I can't remember her name off the top of my head because I'm or Delia, not Dahlia, sorry. But I can't think right now. So, yeah, I love them. They're great characters. And then my number one book of the year, this is the last one, I'm sorry for making this so long, is The Night Itself by Zoe Marriott. This book, you guys, is the best book I've read this year. It is absolutely phenomenal, and the action in it, and the suspense, and the world that she builds, the alternate dimension of New York, I think. Is it New York? No, London, sorry. Modern day London, I'm sorry. That was, wow. Because obviously it's London, because it's by Zoe Marriott, who lives in England. But, oh, so brilliant. I love, is it Hikaru? Yeah, I think so. The fox demon. So good. It's just great. It's about a girl who finds a sword in her attic. It's her grandfather's sword, and when she finds the sword, a demon comes out of nowhere at this party and attacks her, trying to get the sword back. Oh, it's so good. So good. So suspenseful, and I cannot wait for the next book in the series, which I think, does it say in the back of this book? I forget. I don't think so. Actually, it's around. It's on the internet, but it comes out next year, and I'm so hyped for it. I can't wait. I couldn't wait for it when I finished this book. I was like, I want it right now, or right now, because it is just brilliant. Oh, it's the best book I read this year. It's so good. And the other best like action book I read this year was Something Strange and Deadly. So if you're looking for action, read this book and then read Something Strange and Deadly because they're brilliant, amazing action suspense thriller reads. They're great. So there we go. That is my extremely long, way too long video. I am so sorry. I like to ramble and I can't edit at all, so yeah, sorry. But I hope you all enjoyed this video. I'm sorry I've been gone for so long. Can you tell I'm still like trying to learn how to do this again? But have a wonderful, wonderful New Year, by the way, and Merry Christmas to everyone. And yeah, I will see you guys sometime soon, I hope, when I'm not working. I love you all. Bye-bye.